everybody, and welcome into Perspectives. Glad you could make it by today. We are taping on a very rainy, dismal day, but we have a little sunshine as a guest. And I have to tell you, we're going to be talking about something that is completely alien to me. It's a cleaned up drive-in. Am I right?
That's right.
That's a good way to put it. Haley Smalley is here, operations manager for the TP Drive-In in Sapulpa.
That's right.
Quite a tourist attraction just on one side of Route 66 that runs through Sapulpa. Tell us a little bit about it. I think it was built in, what, 1949, opened in 1950?
Yeah, so it opened in 1950 as a drive-in theater, and then it had some weather issues throughout the years, ended up closing down in 1999, was left dormant for 21 years. And then the Conte group, Ben and Joni Conte in Sapulpa, they bought the property and spent the last 2 years fixing it up. And we just had our grand opening on April 15th, and it was a huge success. So we're happy to be open now.
I have to tell you, it's unlike any drive-in I've ever seen. I mean, I'm used to a drive-in. If you go to the drive-in movie, you expect certain things. You expect mayhem in some areas, you know, but you don't have what you guys have: rock walls to climb. You've got all kinds of entertainment for the young children that come. I've never heard of a drive-in with a rock wall.
Yeah, so the goal of the TP Drive-In was to be more than just a drive-in theater. It was to be a whole experience for the whole family. So we want to have, you know, the rock climbing, the playground for the kids, something fun to do. We do put out yard games too for the family to, you know, play with. We've got concessions, and then we also actually put in some original 50s Spartan trailers that got renovated into Airbnbs. So people can actually stay the night on property and watch a movie that night. So we wanted to cater to the young generation as well as the older generation coming back to the teepee from maybe they had their first date there with their now spouse, and right there on Route 66. So it's a great space for the whole family.
It's like, where were you guys? Well, we spent the night at the drive-in.
Right.
Really?
Yeah, honestly.
I'd love to see the look on that parent's face. You've added B&B locations, the trailers, as you mentioned, complete with showers, Wi-Fi. I mean, it's like all the comforts of home.
Yeah. So it's just like any other Airbnb that you would find anywhere else, except it's in trailer form, and it's got a queen bed, can fit 2 people, full bathroom. It's got a little kitchenette area, a little living room space, and then of course that night that you stay, if we're showing a movie, which we most likely are, then you get a movie.
Does it share the same properties of other drive-ins where you have to take the speaker off the post and put it on the window?
No, so nowadays drive-in theaters are going over to radio stations. So people can tune into the radio station in their car if they want to, or we also have speakers throughout the property that can sound out the whole property. So if you are outside playing games or over by the concessions eating food, you can still hear the movie perfectly fine. Audio
being directional, it's probably very well engineered, is it not, to keep the sound in one area?
Yeah, so there's lots of different speakers going in multiple directions to cover the whole property.
I might point out, dogs are welcome.
Yes.
As long as you keep them on a leash.
And pick up after them, yes.
And then you got to pick up after them.
Yes.
And you got to pick a movie they like or you're in trouble.
Pretty much, yeah.
There's more information on your website. What is that?
tpdrivein.com.
Sapulpa, that's it?
That's it.
Well, I want to thank you for taking time to come by and visit. And you're a graduate of ORU. Did you ever think when you were in school at ORU you'd be someday operations manager for a drive-in theater?
Not even close. I went to school to study event planning, and that's actually another hat that I wear in the company is I'm their event planner, and so that's kind of what initially got me into the position. But you know, as you're working the drive-in theater and working with other people and getting the business up and running, there's a love for it that you just end up developing over time.
Every
So
time a door opens, you got to walk through it.
that's right.
Hey, listen, thank you for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
We
This
really
is great.
appreciate that, and the pictures, the wonderful video you guys sent us, allowed us to use.
Yeah.
I'm going to get on your way and take a look at the B&Bs.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Thank you again. We're going to take a
Thank
short
you.
break. We'll be back right after this.